everybody, it's Jed Johnson from dieselcrew.com. Make sure to subscribe. I have new videos coming out all the time. I wouldn't want you to miss anything. Make sure you get the email notifications too, so it comes right to your inbox when I upload a new video. I'm just about ready to rate some grippers that just came in, but I wanted to shoot this video today, a Q&A video. So I picked out some of the most recent questions that I've gotten. I'm going to go ahead and answer those, but first I want to share with you something awesome that I just saw. This is a recent copy of the newspaper where I live. Now check this out. Tragedy averted. 15-month-old child leaves daycare, wanders onto Route 220. And there's a picture, and somebody drove by, saw this child either walking or crawling out on the highway, and they rescued the baby. So I don't know how that could possibly happen. I hope that doesn't happen with my daughter, to somehow wander out of a daycare. But man, that is just awesome. I'm so happy for that family. They are the Ronald and Caitlin Green, and it doesn't say where they're from right there. Alright, so here's the first question. This is from Ian Legro. Hey Jed, been doing lots of sledge stuff myself based on stuff that John Brookfield says, and I always love learning new things. Could you explain the point of this to me? This is a question that came up on a video showing the sledgehammer choke, and if you click this link over to my left, it'll take you right to that video. It'll take you to a new tab, and it'll show you exactly what's going on there. But this is a sledgehammer lift. It's sort of like a sledgehammer deadlift. The only difference is there's a 18-inch platform that you load the sledgehammer on. Okay, so the sledgehammer is sitting on the ground, flat on the ground. Then you rock it up so the head is pointing up in the air. You put a coin on top of the head, and you have to try to lift it a certain distance away from the head of the hammer, and keep that handle, keep that coin on top of the head, keep the handle kind of parallel with the ground, and you have to set this sledgehammer up on top of the platform. Alright, so it's a test of wrist strength in a grip contest, and it's something that you can do in your own training. You don't need we use a 12-pound hammer in grip competition, but you don't need a 12-pound hammer. If you have a 6 or an 8-pound hammer, that would work just fine too. So could you explain the point of this to me? Well, a lot of the most common sledgehammer feats involve holding a hammer here, lowering it down to your face, and then bringing it back up into that vertical position. That's probably the most famous or most commonly seen sledgehammer levering feat. This is just a little bit different. That one works the muscles on this end of your hand. The sledgehammer choke, and it's called the choke because the sledgehammer handle is marked off in 1-inch increments, and you choke up or down on the handle to lift it. That's why it's called the choke. With this, because the leverage is like this, you're hitting this part of your hand. So it's just a little bit different way to test your wrist strength. In recent years, the most common way that wrist strength has been tested has been with a wrist roller most often. And that's while that's a good test, it's an exciting event. This proved to be very exciting as well. So make sure you check out that video. What I'm doing there is I'm going after 21 inches away from the sledgehammer, which I don't know exactly, but potentially that could have been a world record. I got it twice to the platform. The first time the coin fell off just as I was about ready to set it down, and the second time it fell off almost instantly, but I actually lifted it up better the second time, and either way it doesn't get credited as a good lift, so it doesn't really matter. So Ian, thanks for making that post. The next question is from JRB752. How can I figure out what the right one for me would be? He's talking about grippers, and you can go ahead and click on the link to the left and you'll be able to see the exact video he's talking about. If I were to only buy one now, and I don't have access to try them out, so what should you get? I do have a pair from Walmart I got years ago, and to figure out the tension I placed a 30-pound dumbbell on top of it to close it. So I think it's about a 25 to 30 pound gripper, but I can hold that thing forever. I have done timed holds for probably several minutes, only stopping because I was bored, and I've done hundreds of reps at once. And yeah, I totally believe it. The grippers that you get from most hardware stores and Walmart and places like that, they're a joke. They're not really hard for anybody that's done any kind of consistent training. A good gripper to get is something in the number 1 strength level. The number 1 generally rates something like 90 pounds or something like that. Here, I can check real quick. Here's a number 1 gripper from Iron Mind. It rated 77.22 pounds. That's a good one to start out with. When I started training, I couldn't close a number 1, and I had to work up to it. So, and it's not such a a drastic difference between what you're doing now and this that you're going to hurt yourself. So that might be a good place to start. Number 1 gripper from Iron Mind. There's plenty of other companies. The numbers on the bottom don't really mean anything. The best way to compare them is by getting the gripper actually rated. So, if your gripper at Walmart is 30 pounds, this is 77 pounds. It's about 2.5 times harder. So it should be a good way to start. And finally, I have one from William Wood, and he was watching a video that I put up recently that shows the Continental clean, and he says, I read recently about the belly clean that calls for bending the arms, unlike a power or Olympic clean, on California Strength, and I don't know what that is, CaliforniaStrength.com or a channel, I don't know. I'm an old timer, so I've heard about the Continental clean, but is that the same as a belly clean? Also, did you lose grip strength when you lost weight? That video I also talk about strength loss when you lose weight. No BS, your videos are really great, thanks. William, thank you, brother. I appreciate the compliment. And guys, if there is a video that you really like, please feel free to hit the thumbs up button, share it amongst your friends, okay? Go ahead and do that. That'll help me grow the channel, and I would really appreciate your assistance with that. William, as far as the belly clean, I don't know. I've never heard anything called a belly clean. Certainly when you do the Continental, you do prop it on your belly first and then pop it up. So it's possible that they're calling the Continental clean a belly clean. Just because, if you're calling it a belly clean, it makes a heck of a lot more sense than Continental, because what the heck does Continental mean? That means like nothing. So yeah, that could be what it is. I don't know. The best thing would be to ask them, or maybe look at a video that might be up there. Maybe this is like a CrossFit joint, and they have a WOD that they've posted. I don't know. For all I know, they could be taking a bar out of a rack. So it's sitting in a rack. They go up and they take it off the belly and then pop it up from there. So it's just that portion of the clean. I really don't know. Sorry, I don't have that information for you, and I don't know the California Strength guys, so I'm not sure. But if those guys do a lot of multi-joint work, if they do a lot of strongman stuff, it wouldn't surprise me if the Continental clean is what they're referring to with the belly clean, because that's a strongman type movement. It's kind of a get it up anyhow and put it over your head type deal. So, all right, that will wrap things up for now. If you like this video, if you like this new format, then please leave me a comment and give me a thumbs up to let me know. And if we get 50 thumbs up, then I'll go ahead and do more like this. If not, then I guess you just don't like it. All right? Thanks a lot, everybody. All the best for your training. Don't forget to subscribe, share it with your friends, and check out dieselcrew.com. All the best.